Hey guys, it's time for the live meal prep. I'm going to hang out here for a few minutes and see who shows up. Not real sure why my lighting is so bad tonight. See if that helps at all. No, that just makes it way too bright. How's that? This is all right. Hey Ruth, how are you doing tonight? We're gonna do 2 dishes tonight, and one of them is a Melissa special, just a throw it together thing that I came up with. Well, thank you. This is my newest Burke's special in size large. Ha! How about that? Hey Candace. So yeah, we're gonna do the Melissa special, and it's gonna be a throw together. We're gonna see how it turns out. And then the other one is gonna be the one that I'm not gonna say I'm dreading it, okay? I'm not, because I'm not dreading it so much. Hey Angie, well thank you ma'am. Got the spikes on point tonight. I'm not sure how the back of it looks though. But who cares about the back? Oh, I do, because I'm going to turn around and work at that stove and y'all going to see me. Anywho's. So the other one is going to be the tuna melts. And that is something that I haven't eaten tuna since I was young, but tuna has so many benefits, y'all. It has so many good things in it, that vitamins and micronutrients and all that kind of thing. I'm going to try to move this light one more time and see if it helps. See if that helps some. Oh, that did help a little bit. My kitchen just has terrible lighting, y'all. So that's just something I can't help. It's a teeny tiny kitchen. I mean, you see, they're called galley kitchens, but what's really funny, I'm touching the ceiling. And my camera, my phone, is an inch from the ceiling where it's at, because I have a sloped ceiling in here. Well, that didn't work. It's not wanting to hold on. Hey, Brianna. I'm going to come cook for you very soon. Oh, you know what, y'all? I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Bree, don't call me. I don't think anybody else will. If they do, I'll just have to ignore them, I guess, because I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. Hey, Amy. So what I was saying, we're going to do 2 dishes tonight. We are going to do, the first dish is going to be the tuna melts, because that's the one that I found online, and I'm going to kind of tweak it a little bit, because I'm not real fond of some of the stuff that was in it. And so I'm going to have to tweak it just a tiny bit so that I'll be able to eat it. And then if I just don't care for it, I'll give it to my mom and daddy, because they like tuna. I know. No, it's not always you, Bree. Last night, Hannah had to call me on the house phone because she got off a little bit and I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. So you just never know. Sorry, y'all, my glasses is dirty. And then the other dish I'm going to make is, it's going to be like a meat and cheese casserole of sorts. It started out like a Philly cheesesteak kind of thing, but then I thought, you know, I have all this meat at the house, because I have some stir-fry meat, and that's what I had gotten for that, for the Philly cheesesteak. But then I had that dark meat chicken, and it needs to be cooked up. And I had the pork. So I'm going to sliver them all up here in just a minute, and I'm going to put all of them in it with some cream cheese and some peppers and onions, and then cover it with some mozzarella provolone. And I think it's going to come out real good. And like a fajita type seasoning, I think, on the meat. But you never know with me. So, the giveaway this week, I've been keeping it secret. The winner of this week's giveaway is getting a brand new Hamilton Beach immersion blender. Y'all, these things are awesome. You can do so much with it. And this one has 2 attachments. So it's got the whisk attachment and the immersion blender attachment. So that's what the winner of this week's giveaway is going to get. And y'all, we have, I mean, look at this. How exciting is that? That we've got this many check-ins for this week. That is crazy. I'm so excited. All my little sassy Ketonians. Y'all have just been great about participating. So I'm waiting just a few minutes here. I don't want to get started until everybody's on, and I want to give them a few minutes. But I've given them 7. So how's everybody's Sunday been going? Have you had a good one? I haven't done much today. Run Hannah back and forth to work and that kind of thing, but not a whole lot. Trolling the internet some, watching Lifetime. Busy. I didn't get as much cleaning done as I wanted to get done, but that's alright too. As long as I get my scrubs cleaned, I don't care. I am not a good housekeeper, y'all. I'll be the first one to say it. Lacey, where do you work at? There's Timpson up underneath my feet as usual. I'm going to step right over here, y'all. Ooh, flat tire. Ooh. Ruth, what'd you watch on Netflix? Was it Timpson or was it one of the others? I don't know. They'll come visit. Let me grab some sour cream. I left it in the refrigerator. I had to buy a brand new one because I used my other one yesterday to make ranch dip. Woo, Lacey, you busy, girl. That painting houses ain't no joke either. And Jennifer, is that? Yeah, that's Timpson. Jennifer Littrell, I don't see her on here yet. But The Killing on Hulu. Writing it down on my paper. I need to move my notebook, y'all, so that I don't step out of the frame every time I do something. Alright, I want to talk to us. I want to talk to y'all about some different stuff that I'm seeing a lot of on Facebook, on the different low carb groups. And yes, it's keto friendly, but a lot of these other people that have websites and stuff, they sell stuff. And sometimes it's keto friendly, but sometimes it's stuff you can just whip up in your own house, you know, from your pantry and your refrigerator. And I personally don't use products if I can help it. If it comes in a box or whatever, I usually don't use it except for stuff like, you know, sour cream or that kind of thing. But y'all, please don't think that I'm saying you can't. Everybody's journey is individual. Everybody can do their own thing. I am not a judge of anybody. I will tell you what has worked best for me, but that's all I know. I don't know what's going to work best for you. We can work on it and tweak it and mess around with it and figure it out. You see where Timpson's on the other side of the curtain there playing. He tries to pull it down. Action movies. Well, I tried not to be lazy today, but yeah, that was Timpson. I see his tail. But Titan's playing with him too. Terry and Jean won't play with him. Alright, so what I'm going to start out with, y'all, is I'm going to start out with this tuna thing. And it's pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my bowl. And I'm going to open this tuna up. And I just bought the Great Value. Y'all know me, Great Value brand. It's got to be because I'm cheap. Hey, Julie. Hey, Lisa. So I'm just opening up this tuna right now. And I bought the Chunk Light tuna, the Great Value brand Chunk Light tuna in water. Because most of the tuna that you buy, if it's in oil, it's vegetable oil, and that's not keto friendly. So, let me drain this off. Alright, and here we go. We're going to do, I'm doing 2 12-ounce cans of tuna. And I'm telling y'all, this is hard for me because I'm not a fish person at all. So this is, we're trying something new. But that's what it's all about, ain't it? Trying new things. Finding new stuff. Hi, Angie. So I've got 2 cans of Chunk Light tuna in water in the bowl. And I'm not going to lie, it does not look appetizing. But, and now the cats will come running. Woo! They'll smell that and think that I've got out some wet food, and they'll be in here. Alright, I'm going to set this oven to preheat. Alright, I'm trying to remember this recipe because I left the recipe in my bedroom. Oh, I don't blame you. If you had somebody volunteer to keep the baby, whoo, yeah. Whoo, yeah. Y'all, I'm going to have to run in there and get that recipe because I've done forgot. Okay. My index cards. I am all about some index cards. So we're going to do 1/2 cup of sour cream. Where's all my spoons? I had everything laid out in here. Somebody's been messing. Alright. 1/2 cup of sour cream. Now, I will say this, on the original recipe that I saw, it was 1/4 cup of sour cream and 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. But, I do not eat mayonnaise. I have never eaten mayonnaise. And so, number one, you cannot buy mayonnaise at the store that is keto friendly because it's all made with soybean oil. And number two, I was not going to make a whole thing of mayonnaise for 1/2 cup or for 1/4 cup because I won't use it. So I'm going to put this sour cream in here. So I doubled my sour cream, because y'all know I love some sour cream. So there's that. Now we're going to do, where'd my almond flour go? And now this is the first recipe we've used almond flour in, but we're going into the 3rd week. So I'm okay with that. So this recipe calls for, you're allergic to eggs. I knew that. And there's going to be eggs in this, but I think you could do it without it, because I think they're just a binder. So there's going to be 3 spoonfuls of almond flour. That's 3 tablespoons of almond flour. And it calls for 2 eggs. And y'all, I'm sorry I have to step off screen every time, but I really do just have such a small area to work in. I'm sorry I didn't see, I told you. I told y'all, tuna, I've got them all. The gray one is Tarangine, and y'all can't see Titan, I don't think. He's right here. But they're all 3 in here because they smell the tuna. So I'm going to put 2 eggs. Get down, Titan. No. I may have to call Hannah in here to get the cats. And then we're going to add some cheddar cheese. But we're going to mix this up first. And we need half a teaspoon of baking powder. And it's because these are like little muffins. It's what it says they are. So there's my baking powder. Y'all, you're not getting this, so go on. And I'm just going to mix that up. Yeah. Y'all, it may taste delicious. I don't know. I shouldn't be so judgmental. I'm just a really picky eater. But I'm trying to branch out because tuna has so many good things in it. Oh, Misty, I'm just going to tell you. Can't keep that stuff in the house. My daughter Hannah, the one that everybody says should be my assistant. I may have to holler at her in a minute to come get the cats and lock them in her bedroom. She loves that cauliflower mac and cheese with the chicken in it. Alright, so we've got that all mixed up. And now we're going to add some seasonings and some cheese. So I'm going to get some different seasonings. Now y'all, I have these on top of my cabinet over there. I'm going to put a little basil and some garlic powder. I'm going to get some cumin and some lemon pepper. And a little oregano. Well, I just threw that right in the floor. But we'll be okay. So lemon pepper. Gonna add, I'm telling y'all, my kitchen is so humid. All my stuff. I figure lemon pepper would be good with it because it's a fish. So I'm gonna try that. And then I love basil and all that kind of stuff on just about any kind of Italian seasonings. The basil and oregano and all that. I just love that on everything. So we're going to put a little of that in there. I put garlic on everything. And then some cumin. And y'all, you can't go wrong with cumin. It's one of those seasonings you can put in everything. Alright, I'm going to stir that up again. Oh yeah, that smells good. I like the smell of that. Y'all see how that's coming together? Alright, and let me get the cheddar cheese. Some off the block sharp cheddar. And I'm going to add, this is 2 cups. I'm going to add about half of it. Because I love me some cheese. I'm going to mix that up good. Make sure that you get that cheese incorporated into all of it, because this is going to go into muffin cups. So you want to make sure that you got cheese in everything. Alright? Alright. And then I'm going to get out my muffin tin here, and I'm going to dry it. I just wiped up. Get down from there, Titan. No. Titan jumps up and drinks water out of my sink. And I don't want him up there when I'm working on food. Alright. So we're going to take some olive oil. We're going to give each one of them cups a good spray, because we don't want our tuna melts to stick. And then we're just going to fill our cups. I'm not going to fill them all the way full. I'm only going to go about halfway full with them, y'all. So I'll have to make 2 batches. I'll make 1 batch while we're on the live, and then I'll make another batch later. I'll have to keep these cats out of my bowl. Uh-oh. Well, that lit me up, didn't it? All right. So there we have that. Tuna. I'm going to stick it in the oven. And I'm going to turn the timer on for 25 minutes. All right. And then I'm going to set this in the refrigerator so that the cat can't get to it, because he is hanging out. He's thinking, ooh, Mama done made us something good. All right. Now then. Now I've got to do a bunch of chopping in business. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm moving this light, and it's... Maybe that'll work. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on my other meal. And like I said, it's going to be kind of like a stir-fry casserole. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, Lynn. It's going to be kind of like a stir-fry casserole, but not absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer, I realized after I did it last night that I had messed up, because I made my ranch last night. I ran out. So I'm just going to walk you through it, because it's about the simplest thing you could possibly do. You literally just take a 12-ounce container, and this is a big container, but I have another one in the refrigerator that's 12 ounce. Of just the sour cream, dump it in a bowl, and then add a tablespoon of chives, dill to your taste, okay? So I'll mix it up and I add a little more dill as I go. 1 tablespoon of parsley, half a teaspoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now that recipe, you've already made it? Good, because I felt terrible. After I did it, I was like, oh, Lord, I told Jennifer that I'd do this tonight. And I forgot, and I did it last night. But that right there, That is gold. Love this stuff. And it's so creamy. Y'all look at that. Mmm. So creamy and so yummy. Alright, so now I've got to get to chopping here. Let me get me out something to put stuff in as I go. So that alright. I'll have lots of dishes to wash tonight, won't I? Alright, so we're going to start with the strip steak. This is just stir fry steak. Amber, I eat everything with it. I dip pepperoni chips in it. I dip cheese chips in it. I thin it out with heavy whipping cream to make dressing for my salads. I dip ham rolls in it, like deli rolls. You can take the good deli meat and put some cream cheese and a piece of Havarti cheese or baby Swiss or whatever kind of cheese you like and roll it up, and I dip those in it. All of my chickens that I do, the Italian chicken, the hot chicken, just the regular baked chicken, I dip all those in ranch dressing because the thing is, it's sour cream. It's a good fat. So, what we're going to do with this stir fry meat is I'm going to cut all of those pieces in half. And I know that y'all can't see that, but I can't cut inside that drawer. So I'm just going to do it right here. See, just cut them in half. And I'm going to put those in the big bowl right there. Alright, and then I'm going to take this pork, the boneless pork ribs that I bought. And I'm starting with 2 of them. And I'm just going to cut them into pieces. Not real thick, y'all. Kindly thin. Okay. Hey, Michelle. And I'm going to cut those into little pieces and put it with that beef. And this is just something I come up with while I was in the grocery store today, because I was like, well, this is what I've got at the house. So what can we make? So it's going to be kind of like a stir-fry casserole. And then I have some dark meat chicken. It's just boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I'm going to cut up 1 or 2 of them as well. And so we'll have beef, pork, and chicken. So that's a heck of a flavor profile. Alright. And it is a lot of meat, but it's going to be a decent sized casserole to last throughout the week. So, I'm thinking it's going to be really good. And y'all see my big square copper skillet over there? I love that skillet. And I'm just cutting them like you would for fajitas. Just little strips. Y'all, I can already smell that tuna. My cast iron skillet. Hi! Oh, hi. Oh, hey, Becky. My cast iron skillet lives in my oven. So, I'm smelling it too, I think. Because I don't ever take it out unless I'm using it. I'm going to do 2 of the chicken thighs. So we've got 2 of the pork ribs, the whole pack of the beef stir-fry meat and 2 boneless, skinless chicken thighs that are cut into little strips just like you would for fajitas. And I'm about to throw that all in a skillet with some butter, surprise, and some bacon grease, okay? Now, let me wash my hands. I've got meat all over my hands. Alright, I'm going to turn this eye on about medium high. Alright, and see I got this big old bowl of meat. And I'm going to put every bit of that meat in there. And then I'm going to add a big old dollop of bacon grease. And 2 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter. Right now I am going to make, this is a off the top of my head thing, Becky. I'm calling it a stir-fry casserole because it has 3 different kinds of meats. It's got the beef stir-fry meat, and then it's got those pork ribs and some chicken, dark meat chicken. And I'm going to let all that sit over here and do its thing for a few minutes while I start cutting up some vegetables. Because we got to have some goodies in there, right? Alright, so the first thing I'm going to cut up is an onion. Now I like yellow onions. You can choose the onion of your choosing. Onions are a little higher in carbs, so don't go crazy with them. But they're great for flavor for those of you that like them. I know a lot of you don't like them. I've done meal plans for lots of you that say, no onions. But you really should try onions cooked in your foods. Not, because I don't eat raw onions or nothing, or like onions on my hamburgers. I don't do that. And I am not a professional chef by any means, so my chopping skills are ridiculous. But they get the job done. So talk to me about how y'all's week's gone, how you're feeling. We're about to go into week 3. And I was talking a little earlier about, I want people to know, if you post something and I say, this is not something I would use, that does not mean that I'm saying you shouldn't. Okay? I do not use any type of products. But if for convenience sake, you are okay with spending money on stuff that is keto friendly, that is up to you. That is not something, hi Whitney, that is not something that I'm going to stand in your way in. I'm extremely frugal, and I'm just not going to spend money on anything that I can make at home. And that includes crafts and stuff. I'm one of them women that spend $75 to make something I saw on Pinterest that I could probably buy at the store for $15. Spend 5 hours and $65 on it. That's me. Alright, so I got the onion, and I just did a rough chop on the onion. It's pretty big pieces. And now we're going to do peppers, because you want pretty colors in your food. Plus, let's just address Miss Jillian Michaels' mess. If you want polyphenols in your food, which are very healthy, she talks about how we have no polyphenols and we ignore our nutrition. Oh, that woman. Vegetables contain lots of polyphenols. That's where all the colors come from. Where all the pretty colors come from. So, I am now going to just chop up some peppers. And I'm going to do a rough chop on them too, y'all. I'm not going to do a... I don't think I can... I may be able to chop down here. Is that better? Yeah, because then I'm not just hogging the camera there with the top of my head. So do y'all have concerns? I mean, y'all are doing really good about posting concerns and asking questions. And y'all have done great this week about answering each other's questions. So I'm just going to do a rough chop on these. They don't have to be real little. Because like I said, I want it to be kind of like a stir fry type consistency. I'm definitely not going to be able to get all of that pepper, you know, in there. So I'm going to save this one. And I'm going to do a little of the other colors too. Let's give this a stir so that our meat don't get overdone. And that's the reason, y'all, that I put it in here on medium high, because we're searing this meat and starting to cook it up, but I don't want it to be real tough, so we want to make sure to cook it slow and low. But that's the glory of this huge square pot. I love this. I absolutely love this big old skillet. I bought this at, I think I bought it at Burke's too. I like Burke's. I go on Fridays, so I get my discount. We did do tuna melts already. We already have those in the oven. They were very simple, but you can go back on the replay and watch them. I'm trying to do a little less tonight so that we're not dang near 2 hours on this bad boy, because that's just a little long to ask anybody to watch. So what I'm doing now, I'm making, this is an off my head thing, we're doing a stir fry casserole. So I've got 2 dark meat chicken thighs, 2 pork boneless ribs, and a package of stir fry beef meat in the skillet there behind me, cooking up in some bacon grease and butter. I've chopped up an onion, and now I'm chopping up some peppers. Y'all always make sure to get the meat out of the inside of your peppers, or it makes it bitter. Make sure they're pretty on the inside. And that's a little pepper, so I'm probably going to do the whole thing on him, because he was a little squatty. And those of you that came in late, this is what I'll be giving away in just a little bit. A brand new Hamilton Beach immersion blender. That's what's getting giveaway this week. Yay! And we have tons of check-ins. The cup's almost completely full. And y'all, it was so fun getting to go meet Lisa and her daughter to give her her prize yesterday. I mean, I know I can't do that with everybody if you're not local. But if you're local, it may take some doing. Lisa will tell you. It may take some doing for us to get met up, but I'm happy to meet up with you. Hug a neck and catch up. It was awesome. Yeah, see, that didn't make a whole lot. That yellow one didn't. And I'll be honest with y'all, I thought about getting some mushrooms to go in this, but it has so much protein already. Oh, look at that, y'all. It's almost got another pepper growing in it. Do you see it? It's a pregnant pepper. Oh, it's a little baby pepper. Oh yeah, we're cooking with gas now. Let's give that a quick stir. It's about time to start seasoning it. What are you doing? Titan, if you jump up there, I'm going to spank you. Don't do it. Some of these little beef pieces y'all like wanting to flip. You want to make sure that you get that chicken good and done and that pork. See, like this chicken over here on this side, it needs to be moved over to the center a little. And when I'm able to pay a little closer attention to this, I'll turn the heat up. But right now, since I'm chopping and stuff, I'm going to keep the heat low. Okay, Amber, Becky is absolutely right. You are most likely missing some electrolytes. Also, since you just started this week, you could have a little detoxing going on, causing your headache. You need to get you some pink salt. Make sure that you're getting at least 2 teaspoons of pink salt a day. Make sure that you're getting plenty of water each day to help flush those toxins out of your system, okay? And then for magnesium, you can use calm tea. Start slow with it. I started with a ½ teaspoon. I'm up to a full teaspoon now, but I can't take a whole teaspoon. Jennifer experienced the same thing. If I do a whole teaspoon, I kind of feel like I've been drinking a little. It makes me a little woozy. Well, thank you, Edna. I'm going to scoot up here where I can read the rest of that comment. Yes, Becky, you got that absolutely right. And with the calm tea, let me look around here and see if I see it in here. This is the calm tea, okay? And if you don't like it just by itself, you can add it to your regular tea. I buy the Celestial blends, these. I buy those, and I make a cup every night. I'm going to put the rest of this pepper in here, y'all. Because I don't know what else I would use it in, and it would just sit in my refrigerator. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it up and put it in here. I think that's going to make for a really nice flavor profile. that onion and pepper and chicken. Pork. Now that is a lot of vegetables that I put in there, because I put in a whole onion and 4 peppers. But there's also a lot of protein in there, and it's good fatty meats. And that's what's important, is when you're doing it, make sure you're getting good fatty meats. So now look at there. Isn't that pretty? Onions, green peppers. Alright, let's slide over here and let's get this cooking down. So I'm going to turn it up just a tad. And now the juices that have come out of this meat, along with that bacon grease and that butter, the smell is great. Now tonight's the night that I'd love y'all to have smell-o-vision. It would be awesome. I was saying the other night, that you wouldn't want to have smell-o-vision. Alright, let's put some spice in this thing. What do y'all think? We're going to do some cumin, because that's one of my favorites. And let me take a look over here, y'all, and see. I have my pre-mixed stuff that I do. I do a lot of them pre-mixed. And you just never know what you're going to get with me. Let's see, what is this one? I got to smell them. See, I mix stuff up. I'll make them little mixes like for the ranch and stuff and put them in these containers and stack them in my pantry. And I usually have them labeled. But apparently I was in a bit of a hurry the day that I did this one, so it's not labeled. Oh, that's Italian. That's Italian seasonings. That will work perfectly. Alright, so I'm going to put some Italian seasoning across that. And then, oh y'all, that's just like a burst of aroma that come off of that. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to turn this back down to about a 6 on there. Where did I put my... Well, diddle diddle. I thought I got it out of the refrigerator. I guess I didn't. Hey, diddle diddle, cat the fiddle. I set it in the door of the refrigerator. What dish would be complete without this? You get it at Walmart, Becky. It's in the pharmacy section where the vitamins are. And it's on the bottom shelf. It'll be with like the magnesium, all the magnesium supplements. So what I'm going to do right now, before I put those vegetables in there, do y'all hear that back there? I'm telling y'all, this kitchen, I'm surprised I ain't got cats crawling all over me. Because it smells good in here. Don't smell like tuna anymore though, but it's about to, because I'm about to take that out of the oven. The alarm just went off on it. So I'm going to take this cheese, this cream cheese, and I'm just going to cut it down in the middle and into small blocks like this. Just because that helps it to melt in the pan, y'all. Telling y'all, I ain't no culinary genius. I make a mess, ain't no doubt. Alright, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it into my dish. Just put it throughout it. So that it can start melting down with that meat, okay? And then on top of that, I'm going to put that onion. And all those lovely green peppers, or bell peppers. I've got every color. And now this big old, the only thing I don't like about this big old skillet is it does not have a lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tin it with tin foil, okay? With just some aluminum foil. I'm just going to tin it and let that sit there and mingle and have a little flavor party for a few minutes, okay? We're going to let that mingle up. While that's mingling up, let me set some of this stuff over out of the way. So I've got a mess. That makes me nervous. That works on my anxiety. Alright, so let's see what these tuna cups look like. Oh, they're not done. Not by any means. Because the ones that I saw of his, they browned up real pretty on top. And those ain't even started to brown, so we're going to let that sit there. Now what we're going to do, once those flavors mingle and it gets yummy in there, we are going to take all of that yumminess that is in that skillet, and I'm hoping that it's going to fit in my casserole, but I don't know that it will. I may have to do a small one too. Whew. So I'm going to have this casserole sitting here waiting. We're going to give that just a minute. Yeah, I do use a cookie pan on mine sometimes. But I'm a pretty big tinner. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a drawing. Alright. Y'all see it. I don't like the way it shakes in here, so I'm going to take them and I'm going to dump them all in there. Now this is just this week's. How crazy is that? Woo! So there they are. Oh, it don't matter, Tammy. I usually don't see it because I'm looking away. So y'all see now, I'm stirring that up really, really good. Hamilton Beach Immersion Blender. Not Emulsion Blender, which is what I say during every live I have. I have no idea why. Because it emulsifies fat. But it's called an immersion blender. See? This says hand blender. Spanish back here, what does it say? Blendora de immersion. Immersion blender. I don't speak Spanish, have you noticed? Ha ha! So who wants it? I just got a brand new one for Christmas. But I had a whole lot of people that I was doing meal plans for, and they were like, I don't have an immersion blender. And I thought, that would be a good one. And I had, to be very honest, because, you know, I pay for this stuff myself. I don't have no sponsorships or nothing like that. And I don't have a whatever that's called, a Patreon to raise money or nothing. Which I'm thinking about doing a Patreon after this month. Just because I thought, what about doing a Patreon group the members of the Patreon group, all of my Patreons, anybody that is willing to, you know, help me out, to help grow things and to, you know, help me to make the time. What if I did something special for them, like did 3 lives a week and did like this type of thing for the Patreons and had a special group just for my Patreons where they could, you know. But I'm thinking about that because this has been fun. I have really enjoyed talking with y'all every night. Now, granted, it's been crazy too because it's hard. It's hard to do this every night when I'm as busy as I am. But, all right, here we go. 1 piece of paper. 1. Let's see who won it. I'm going to... Brittany Ellison. Brittany Ellison, you won the brand new Hamilton Beach Immersion Blender. Are you still on here, Brittany? Brittany, where'd you go? You were here a minute ago. Where'd she go, y'all? Woo, that smells so good up there. I'm about to take the tin off. And these will go in with the ones from last week. Brittany, I'm so happy for you. Brittany Ellison won our 2nd week giveaway. All right, let's take this off here and see what's happening. Give her a stir. Woo! Boy, howdy, y'all. I about grabbed that pan. Did y'all see that? That would have been real dang embarrassing. Y'all, I ain't even playing. That is one of the best smells I've smelled in a while because it's got that, all that meat and then those vegetables. Golly, that smells good. Who's that? Oh, that's Taryn Jean. Alright, y'all, since I'm going to bake this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it into my casserole, or as much of it as I can anyway. We're going to see how this goes. Y'all might get to see me make a heck of a mess and feed my cats, because it may half of it go on the floor. I sure don't want that. Oh, it's all going to fit. Woohoo! Oh, I'm excited now. It all fit, y'all. Now, I know y'all can see that steam coming off there. I sure wish you could smell it. Alright, so then on top of this, I'm going to put 2 cups of mozzarella provolone. Now this is the Sargento off the block as well. This is one of my favorites lately. And how this started, for those of you that wasn't here in the beginning when I started this started out as going to be a Philly cheesesteak casserole. And provolone and non-keto cheese is what they have on regular Philly cheesesteaks. But I thought, you know, mozzarella and provolone, because this is a really good, this is a great melting cheese, and it is absolutely delicious, and it's going to give it a nice layer on top. And that's about half of it. So that's about 2 cups right there. And I'm going to take that and throw it in the oven. Right beside those tuna cups. Now I'm going to let y'all see them tuna cups so that you see what I'm saying. They're starting to get there. See how they're starting to brown around the edges? But I want them to brown on up. So, and see, I keep my cast iron skillet in there because I use it very regularly. It all does look really good, doesn't it, Tammy? Now, I also had said earlier today that I would make some BPC tonight with decaf. There was a video posted today by Keto Dad, and he kind of talked about how if you put too much fat and stuff in your BPC, that you're defeating the purpose. Well, I don't agree with that. Because on the days that I don't, why, thank you, Kim. Well, everything's in the oven, Kim. You'll have to go back and watch the replay because we're making some good stuff. I made tuna melt muffin cups, and I made a stir-fry casserole. That's just something I made up. So we'll see how it turns out. But I do not believe that. Hey, Morgan, because on the days that I don't do my BPC with all that fat that I put in it, and I put a lot of fat in mine, I do not have the energy. I do not feel like I've really started my day until I have that. Because for me, the MCT oil really gives me a burst. And if I don't have time to fix coffee in the morning, then sometimes, yes, BPC does break a fast, absolutely. Because it's absolutely full of calories. My BPC that I make, that I showed y'all the pods for last week, my BPC is close, real close, to 600 calories. My BPC is a meal in itself. It is close to 600 calories, and it's got almost 60 grams of fat in it. Oh, BBC. Yeah, well, MCT oil has crazy amounts of calories, so yeah, it would still break you fast. The only thing that you could do to not break a fast is just black coffee. Black coffee, water. I don't think that the teas have calories. I'll look. Do I have a box that I have not opened yet? Because I always open mine and put them. There's a box. Yeah, there's 0 calories in the teas. Like these. And you know what I'm going to do? I like the wild berry and the black cherry. So tonight I'm going to do a black cherry. But it's this simple. Let me put a little bit more water in here because this is about empty. Now I know that I could do this in my, what is that thing? Mine's a Farberware, but it's the coffee maker that makes 1 cup at a time. I know that I could do them in there, but I don't. I could just run hot water through it. But I like my little teapot. So I do it in my little teapot. But I just don't agree with what he said. And I absolutely love his recipes. Love them. But they push the Prove It products. And that's the exogenous ketone products. And I don't do products, and I certainly don't do exogenous ketones. But if you want to, that's up to you. That's what I was saying earlier. If your journey is yours to have, okay? I in no way want to judge you. I will guide you, and I will tell you what has worked for me and what I know will and will not work as far as keto goes. But now it's up to you to make those decisions. Hi, Rose. Y'all will make those decisions on your own. If you decide that you want to, use exogenous ketones, that's your choice. If you decide that you want to use products that may not be totally keto, that's your choice. It's your journey. Just, when you ask my opinion, then I will tell you what I know from my experience and from my research, and then it's up to you. I'm never going to judge you. I'm never going to look down just because you drank Diet Coke. Jennifer, I didn't mean for that to sound like I was saying that you having a Diet Coke the other day was bad. You just, it's very inflammatory for a lot of people. I drank Diet Dr. Pepper for almost 6 months while I was on keto, and it took me a while to realize that that's what was stalling me. And it was also giving me some stomach discomfort. I think that it was the artificial sweeteners in it. So I got away from it. Now I'm going to make this in one of my to-go coffee cups just because I really like these, because you can cover the top of it. Oh goodness, y'all, I almost completely, I almost ended the live. My big fat fingers. I also saw someone posted another site that black coffee and a Keurig and instant coffee has carbs and they need to be counted. Okay. When you buy the pods for your Keurig, and that's what I was talking about just a second ago, was the pods. When you buy the pods for your Keurig, you need to look on them. Anything that you buy, you need to read the ingredients. If it has ingredients, you need to read the ingredients, because they're sneaky with a lot of stuff. But I don't have any pods for my Keurig right now. Exactly, Jennifer. That's what I was going to say. I'm never going to judge anybody for your journey. You do what works for you. When people ask, I will answer. And if I see things that have caused me inflammation or that I know can cause inflammation, then I will comment on it. But I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not judging you in any way, form, or fashion. You do what works for you. Everybody's journey is individual. So, back to the pods. I don't have any pods right now because I haven't used my Keurig in 13 forevers. It literally just sits over there on top of my microwave doing nothing. And I don't have the Keurig because I'm cheap. I have the Farberware. I don't have a real instant pot either. I have the Farberware. I do Green Mountain medium roast. I do the Great Value, surprise, the Great Value classic roast medium. Alright, that's about to whistle at me. So I'm going to open it up. Now then, let's pull that out of there. Alrighty, let me get out my black cherry. Okay, that's my black cherry. Oh, and that's the last one. The black cherry berry. I love this stuff. It tastes so, so good. And I guess I put my calm back up, didn't I? Alright, and with the calm, I do 1 teaspoon. And this is half a teaspoon. So I put the calm in first. Okay, and then I drop my tea bag in it, just like that. And the calm fizzes. So you just let it fizz away. I fill it up and oh, it's so aromatic. It smells so good. And now, you can drink the calm by itself. But then I just let that steep. I've got it in there. It's doing its thing. Give it a little bit of a stir so that calm moves around a little bit. And then I'm just going to stick the lid on that. And that right there, number one, these little cups will hold that hot for probably 45 minutes to an hour. I only did a teaspoon. It calls for 2 teaspoons. That's what the serving size is. It's 2 teaspoons. I can't do 2 teaspoons. If I do 2 teaspoons, then it's like I've drank a little. I get a little loopy. And I don't know why. I've read up on magnesium and stuff, and I haven't read anything saying that magnesium does that to you. But it does it to me. If I use 2 teaspoons of this calm, I'm real calm. Might as well have took me a shot of Jack. Or 2. So, when you said that today, Jennifer, I got so tickled. I thought, oh, well, it's not just me then. Alright, so I'm going to start bagging up some of this stuff, y'all, because I've got chicken in business sitting out here. It's drying out on my counter. So, if y'all hadn't noticed, I'm real big into the Ziploc bags. Raspberry lemonade. That's I think that's the only flavor that they have, Jennifer. It's the only one I've ever seen is the raspberry lemonade. So, and y'all, what I'm going to do with this, the rest of these chicken thighs, my son and my daughter absolutely love hot chicken, the Frank's Red Hot Chicken, and so I will put those into my Instant Pot with, let's see, there's only 5 of them left, so I'll do half a stick of butter and about half a cup of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Oh, no, I don't wash them. My grandma used to do that, but I don't. I have tons of them, but of every different size there is, but I don't wash them and keep them. My grandma should say, well, you can just rinse them out and put them back. No, I can't do that. But I'm a germaphobe, so you wouldn't know it by looking at my house, though. Lord have mercy. But now I'll take that and I'll do half a stick of butter and half a cup of the Frank's Red Hot sauce, and put it on the chicken setting, which is 20 minutes. Let it self-release. And then when it comes out, I'll stick it in a small casserole and stick it in the oven under the broiler for about 6 minutes. And just let it crisp up the outside of it. And then they eat it with my yummy, yummy ranch dip. Now, I have 560 Walmart bags. I have one of them bag keepers on the back of my pantry door. Because I keep those, I put them in the bathroom trash cans, I keep it in my car. I use those bags for everything. So to rehash, for those that weren't here, Brittany Ellison won the Hamilton Beach Immersion Blender. Brittany, I'm going to need you to contact me and let me know how to get this to you. Let's look and see if our tuna cups are done, y'all. I believe they are. Look at that. They look like they're done. Alright, y'all get to be here while I try them. This is going to be something else, because I have never been much of a fish person. I'm just going to tell you, I'm just not. Just not. But I'm going to try it. And I've already decided that if I don't like it, I'm going to give them to my daddy. Because I know my daddy will love them. Let me get me a little. Alright. Oh yeah, look how those crisped up on the outside, y'all. Look at that. Those just crisped right up. Let's see how it is. Okay, so it's got a little crunch to the outside where it crisped up. It smells good. It's very, very hot. And I'm not going to do the blah, 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 blah thing while I'm trying to eat it. So I look silly enough all the time. Haha. You have a good night, Jennifer. That's good. I like that. Daddy ain't getting none of them. Ha ha. Have a good time with your homework, sister. I don't miss that. Alright, well, the other one won't be coming out for another 10 minutes or so. So do y'all have any questions? I'm going to eat 2 of them for dinner. That's good. It's a good thing I've got more to put in there, huh? That's surprisingly good. I'm surprised at that. I didn't think that I would like the tuna. Oh, hey, Angela. Yeah, I'm always on Sassy Keto Nurse. I bet nobody remembered to share me at the beginning. The tuna cups actually came off another. I saw somebody post about them, and I've never been a big fish eater, but fish is very, very high in nutrients and omega-3s and all that kind of good stuff. So I decided that I was going to try something new. And so what it was tuna with sour cream, some almond flour. I put everything that I put into that bowl into my Fitness Pal. And then however many servings came out of it, which I would count these, I would count how many of the little muffins were made. So I'll have to wait and see how many muffins I have made after I do the other batch. You put that in as your servings and it'll figure it up for you. I don't know, Candace, I ain't done it yet. To be very honest with y'all, I've been doing intuitive eating this whole month. I haven't tracked anything. I stay under 20 carbs, I know that. And like those tuna cups, let's see, there's the sour cream in them. And sour cream has 1 gram of carbohydrate in 2 tablespoons. And so that's going to be about 4 grams that I put in there. And then the almond flour. And what else went in it? The eggs have, the eggs don't have much. But that's it. So that's going to be maybe a gram a muffin. I don't know. I doubt it. But, yeah, those, I have to say, y'all, those cooked up nice. And see, it's got a nice little crispy outside. And they taste delicious. Real good. But, and then the other one, of course, I've got all those vegetables. And I just put it in my Fitness Pal. You go to Recipe Builder, and you put all your ingredients in, and how many servings it is, and it'll figure it up for you per serving. It's got a little bit of a crunch to the outside of it, yeah. It's nice. I like that. That outside crisped right up. And the seasonings that we put in it, that lemon pepper, that was the right choice with that. That's good. I mean, that was super easy to make. I think I've answered all those questions. Let's look and see where we're at. The cheese is just now starting to brown, y'all. And now I don't know if I'll be able to taste that one for you, because now that one's going to be super hot. And we've already been on here almost an hour and a half. It is. It's very fast. Both of those were very fast. And really good, high fat. Plus, I mean, especially with that one, I'll probably eat it with some sour cream. I dare say that it would be really good with some sour cream in it, or on it. We'll see when it comes out. But, and then I've got, you know, my fatty tea, my fatty coffee in the morning. And because of that, I get all my fat in. So, my evening meal is about filling me up so that I make it through. Now, like today, I never did make any coffee today. So that's 2 days in a row. Now, today was only, last night I ate about an hour after I got off the live, because I left the live and went and picked Hannah up and come back. So it was probably about 9:30 when I ate last night. And I ate the scrambled eggs and bacon with cheese. And then I haven't eaten anything since then. So I'm at about 23 hours. And I did 24 hours the day before without even thinking about it. On the weekend, I tend to do that because I don't have to get up and do anything first thing in the morning. Ooh, Lacey. Some fresh avocado. You are correct. And I ate my last one this morning. Or last night. Ooh, I don't know how I'm going to get this one out of here, y'all. Woo, woo. Now I'm going to see if I can get that over there where y'all can see it. I just don't want to burn myself. Know what I'm saying? Look at that. All right. Let's see, where'd my... Scoop a little of that out, y'all. Because now I'm going to say that this would make about 6 servings. Ooh. There we go. Goodness. Lacey, on the days that I work, I get up and I fix my BPC and I drink it on the way to work. I go into work at 8:30, so I usually start drinking my BPC at 8 when I leave the house. And I usually drink about half of it. I have a 32-ounce tumbler that is full. And I usually drink about half of it on the way to work, and that way, if I get to work and it's like it was Friday where I never took another drink of nothing or a bite of anything all day long at work, that 16 ounces holds me over. But I usually get my 32 ounces in before 10 o'clock. And then I don't usually eat again until I come home. Or later. I'm pretty bad to eat really late. And I know that that's, you know, history has said that that is not good for fat burning And it's not good for good sleep, I'll tell you that, because for good sleep, you want your digestion, your digestive system to shut down and all that good stuff. And that does not happen if you eat really late. Let me get me a little knife here. I want to make sure I get a little piece of everything. Alright, so there's me some chicken and some pork. And some beef. Ooh. And some peppers. Yep. Lots of cheese. But yes, I think I would cut up an avocado on this. That would be perfect. I could use some salt. I'm going to throw a little salt on it. But it really is good. And it would be perfect with fresh avocado and some salt and a little bit of sour cream. Would just oomph that up a little bit. But overall, it is delicious. So it's a win, y'all. Alright, y'all, that's it. It's been great cooking with you again tonight. I love y'all to death. Can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Make sure you get your check-ins done. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what y'all are getting next week. Next week's giveaway will be a meal prep giveaway. It's going to include all the kind of stuff that you need for meal prep. You know, like measuring spoons and measuring cups and cutting boards and all that kind of good stuff. I'm not going to say what all's in it, but that kind of thing. That's what you're going to get in the giveaway next week. So make sure you get your... Yep, that's what I say, Becky. Definitely put some sour cream. A little dollop of Daisy will do it. But, y'all make sure to get your check-ins done so that you get into the giveaway. So that maybe you'll get that one. And have a great night. Starting the week out good. Here we go into week 3, y'all. I want to see how everybody's doing. Make sure you tell me every day. Tomorrow... Well, we don't do our measurements and everything till Tuesday, I reckon. But, good night, y'all. And I will have sweet dreams. I already got my calm tea done. I'm going to eat this right here and the rest of that tuna. And I'm going to fix the rest of those tuna cups and go to bed. Love y'all. Have a great night. Sassy Keto Nurse, signing off.